We're rolling, people. Thank you for coming, Alice. I want to thank you for being the second neighbor to show up to this HOA.
Thanks for welcoming me.
Appreciate it. Um, the first person that I had on was Jos.
Oh, okay.
Just so we're gonna go down the family first. Keep it in the family,
Oh, I love it
family
in the
tree.
family. If it's
Just
not in
like
the
we're
family, then it
Southerners,
doesn't count.
Huh?
If it's not in the family, it doesn't count.
Oh, I didn't know that's how it worked. So
Oh,
apparently I'm still a virgin.
you're a virgin to everything, apparently.
I really am. With that said, I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions having to do with
Nothing at all.
nothing at all.
Love that.
Well, about all of my virginity to everything in the world.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Mostly my gayness. I'm still a virgin tonight.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I
Um,
mean, there's some times where I question that, maybe in the butt, but no. Now I know.
it's okay. No, I don't do
No
I don't
butt
do no
stuff.
butt stuff. Not even like straight butt stuff. But here we are.
Here we are.
So Alice, I'm gonna ask you a bunch of random questions that came to mind because I didn't know how to prepare for yours.
Okay, that works.
So a lot of these are gay ass questions,
Gay.
and some of them are just kind of like little things I know about you that I've picked up on over the 7 years I've known you.
Okay.
All right, dude. So why do you like Chicago so much?
Honestly, so I've never been to Chicago until I went 1 year with Nelly, and we went for her sister's graduation. And as soon as she took me down Chicago, like down by the river walk and everything, all the buildings and just like the aesthetic of people and all their different cultures, it was beautiful. It was amazing, and it just captured me. And then to boot, that Al Capone's from there too. Like, Al Capone's my guy.
That's your male crush?
That's my male crush.
Dang.
Like, that's daddy right there.
That's nice.
Yeah. So then it made me fall in love with it more. And then every year that I keep going to it, I just find more and more reasons that I love Chicago.
Sounds cool. I mean, I've never been. I rarely leave my house, let alone the cities.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go.
Well, hopefully one day. Hopefully in the summertime.
Oh, definitely. Oh my gosh, there's so many festivities in the summertime.
And is it true? Okay, so really, number one reason why I don't go to Chicago. I mean, one, I'm poor, right?
Right.
But two, like I hear it's super windy, and I'm terrified of flying anyways. So unless it's a train, I don't know, Alice.
Not flying there is not windy, but like once you are walking on the streets, definitely you can feel the wind.
What do you mean? So there's no turbulence? Like
I
when you're
mean,
getting
there
there?
is, but not like,
Is it worse than here?
no,
Oh, okay.
no.
Right. Yep. Because that's one of my low key fears is that
Turbulence.
turbulence there is like
Planes going
trash.
down and everything.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's some, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Dang. All right. Let's see. Let's go with this one. What is the most romantic thing anyone has ever done for you?
Nothing.
Shut up.
Seriously.
Magnolia or Nelly never did anything. And if so, why is that? Like, why has anyone not done anything romantic for you? Because there's bullshit. Like, there's got to be one that.
Romantic wise, no. It's usually me that does the romantic stuff.
Oh no, I can definitely see that. But like, nobody's ever like.
No.
Is that because like what? You're the dude in the
I
relationship?
think that's why. Because I've never gotten flowers. The only person that ever gives me flowers is like my mom for my birthday.
Huh.
But like flowers wise, I've never gotten them.
And no like love notes, no like. What about like a Valentine's? Like nothing. No, like hey, here's some like petals. Come follow them to the room,
I've
and here's
done
like,
that.
dude, that's nuts.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Nothing. Like 1 year for Valentine's Day, I did a scavenger hunt for Nelly, and it started where we first met, and it ended where we first had our kiss. And then throughout the thing, it had like little gifts or whatever.
I'm gonna have to steal that one day.
Yeah, do
If I'm ever lazy enough for Cynthia,
it.
like I'll have to do that one day.
Yeah.
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
Okay, then does that kind of like make you feel like a dude in a sense, like, because that kind of happens to us too. Like we don't really get much like gifts. I mean, you'll get gifts and stuff.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is
no thought into it.
yeah, you know what I mean? But like even like romantic stuff like that, like that's happened to me. Like, oh, they'll set like candles to the path, like like dinner. No one's they've never cooked you dinner or anything?
Nelly used to, but it wasn't like romantic. It was
It's
just
just
like,
like,
here,
hey,
eat so you can shut
women
up.
get back in the kitchen, you
Yeah.
know? Huh? Dang, that's crazy. We'll have to sneak a Magnolia a letter or something. Let her
Right?
know. But hey,
She needs to be
add a little
romantic.
more
Put a little
Cupid.
pizzazz in
Okay,
there.
Cupid in your life, you know? Sprinkle some of it in there.
Yeah,
That's
no,
crazy.
I know. No one loves me.
All right, I was gonna ask you this then, but then I was gonna say who pays for the dates.
Um, Me and Magnolia actually take turns.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But is that has that always been the case? Like when you're dating somebody?
No, usually I pay for everything, and I don't mind it. But when I started dating Magnolia, Magnolia was like, "No, we're gonna take turns," because usually it would bring her kids along too,
Yeah,
and she didn't feel right that I would have
you're
to pay.
paying everything.
Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
we started taking turns.
Okay, but like, what about in like during your lifetime? Like, was it just you always paying for everything?
Yeah,
Because I could see that, you
yeah,
know.
it was always me.
Dang, you're gonna have to change it up
I
now.
know,
What the heck, Alice?
I know.
But is that because like you're like more dressed like the dude, or like more dude-ish?
No, not just that. It's just I feel uncomfortable when people pay for my part.
Okay, I can see that. All
Yeah.
right, I got it. Dang. Let's see. If you could steal one quality from the opposite gender, what would it be?
Mm, Quality. I don't know. What's one quality that you have
Did I have? I
that you
don't know.
feel like no other guy has?
Oh, I don't know about that. Like I feel like under. I don't know, dude. I try to answer this myself, and I'm like, dude, I don't know. What would
Mm,
I what would I want from the opposite sex? You know, like what would I want to steal and emulate, like for future relationships or whatever? You
I
know.
think maybe where you guys, like not you specifically, but like guys maybe just let some things just roll off and they don't really hold on to it in a
Oh, like
sense.
not holding grudges.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because obviously women are more stuck in their emotions, and they always go back to their emotions instead of just letting it go, even if it was like a pointless fight.
But I feel like you already do that. You know what I mean?
True, but there's some other things where like
It still like
it's,
hurts.
yeah, and I
But
just
even as a
keep
dude,
holding
dude,
on to
like I
it.
think like we come off as that, like, oh, that doesn't bother me or whatever. But it's actually like eating you up, which I feel like you do. But
Yeah,
like that's kind
probably.
of how I was like, oh, at the moment maybe it was nothing, you know, like, oh, it'll brush off or whatever. But then you sit and think on it and think on it, and it just like accumulates just like a woman. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I mean,
Okay.
not just like a woman, because everybody does it, but like,
Oh, there's women out
yeah,
here.
damn women.
I should go back to the kitchen.
You said it, not me. You know, I couldn't have said it better though. Um, dude, I can't remember if it was you or somebody telling me that like all the drama at Pride, was it you?
Maybe.
Is that a thing? Like at the Pride festival and stuff?
I don't usually go to Pride.
Yeah.
I don't go to Pride just because it's I mean, like I already know allegedly I'm gay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're
Allegedly.
allegedly gay. It's not I've
Allegedly.
never seen it. Nobody's ever seen
Right?
it,
No one's ever seen me in action, but
you know?
allegedly. So I already allegedly know where I stand, and I get when I tell this to like the other gay people, they get kind of offensive towards it. Like I already know where.
I'm already gay. Why the fuck do I need to
Yeah,
show it off, you know?
and that's true. I don't need to show off, but then they think that I don't care about like all the past gays and like all the struggles they had to go through.
Oh,
And
okay.
like I do care. Like I mean, everybody struggles. I'm not saying that it was worthless or anything, but I just me personally don't want to go out and flaunt it because it's not my thing.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
But I think yeah, there's always, from what I hear, there's always drama at the
Really?
prides.
And is it like just between
Yeah, it's like
relationships?
yeah,
Like
like
what?
they'll
Like,
run into their exes and be
oh,
like, "Oh
oof.
my god, my ex is here," and then the exes get all wild, and
Dude, I didn't
then
even think about that. That's a good point. Like, yo,
yeah,
that's probably why I would never go. Like, if my ex was there, fuck that, you know?
and I think it's worse with like the lesbians, because gay guys obviously they get a little more dramatic, but lesbians are more vocal and like they're willing to go and fight and pull hair and
Oh,
everything, and
really?
guys are just talking shit and they'll walk away.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Dang, that's crazy.
yeah, it's scary down there.
But so lesbians are more like inept to fight than gay dudes, because gay dudes like I see it this way, like, yo, like it's almost a free pass to fuck every gay guy. Is that a thing?
Yes,
Like every gay guy's fucked every gay guy,
I feel like it.
essentially.
Yeah.
Does that make the city smaller? You know how Salt Lake's
Oh
already
yeah.
small.
Oh yes,
Like,
it does. Like just because I'm not in the community is what they call it. I still know most of all the lesbians, and um the lesbians don't know me, but like they all know each other and they've all
so you're
dated
like
each other.
outside, like there's a circle, and
There's
you're
a
outside
circle.
of it, and you
Yes.
know all the drama, but they don't know anything about you.
Yep.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's pretty smart. That's pretty gangster, you know.
Thank you. I try.
Dang. But that makes so much sense. Like,
Mhm.
I would not want to go and see my ex there and stuff,
Right.
and I
Oh,
don't
and I
know.
have a lot. You don't want to see go there.
That's probably why, because you like show up and like, hey,
Yeah. I turn the corner. Hey, oh my God, it's been so long. I'm like, oh no, I gotta go away. And then I turn the other corner, and then oh my God, it's been so long. I'm like, oh no, go away.
do you think that would bother Magnolia if you ever want? Like,
No,
no.
no, Magnolia's solid.
Oh,
She's not worried.
good.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see. What is the weirdest compliment you've ever received, if any?
Um, some guy told me that I was cute to have babies with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was this horse?
No, but I wish. No, but it was just some random guy that I met or I saw at the bar, and obviously he could tell that I was gay and everything. But maybe he could have been trash, but that's what he said. He
I
said I was
mean,
cute
even
enough
if
to
you,
have a
they say
baby.
drunk people tell the truth, bro.
Some
So
were just talking out of their ass.
true.
True, but yeah,
But
that's what he said.
well, that's crazy. That's pretty
Uh,
cool. That's actually a really nice compliment.
It
Like,
is.
let's say if a drunk woman says that about me, like, I'd be like, oh dang, I'm not that ugly, you know? Like,
I mean, sir, you've never been ugly.
I mean, technically yes, my whole life, but I can't change that, you know. But that's a pretty good compliment, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I've never heard that. Like, I mean, okay, but then you sit like, let's say he says that to a straight woman, does he get slapped?
But the straight woman?
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, dude. So it's like, maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a.
I mean, even if I was straight, he said it to me, I'd be like, oh, thanks. I wouldn't have cared. But that's just me. I don't care.
Yeah, you're a different breed, you know.
Yes.
You're a unicorn. You're a wizard,
I
Harry.
am.
All right. What is an ugly truth you've learned in life?
An ugly truth.
Or a beautiful one that, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to make it sound cool.
An ugly truth. Life. Oh, how was it that I said it to myself the other day? It's easier to die than it is to live.
In what way?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, obviously back then in the day when I was going through my little depression moments, it was obviously way easier to end your life than to face whatever struggles you're facing at that moment. But I mean, after you go through your emotions and like you start dealing with whatever you're dealing with, you start realizing that damn, life is really fucking hard to live, but you also have to be willing to give it or make a change towards it to where it's not so difficult for you to live it.
That's a good point. But when you said that, this is my thinking is like, dude, like if you look back and all the hard stuff in life that you've already overcome,
Mm-hmm.
like you sit back and then you start laughing at. I don't know about you, like, but I would start laughing like, dang, why the hell was I so worried about this stupid thing that's like not even like an actual issue or was never really an issue back in the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's a good point. I like that.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, also, you've been locked up. We don't have to talk about anything, but I'm gonna ask you,
That's fine.
and you can skip, like, pass, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
What was the hardest part about being locked up?
Wanting to go home.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, there was days where it was just like a fucking vacation and it didn't bother me. But when, and it's so, I'm pretty sure in other states, the prisons are like legit prisons. But here, it's like a fucking high school. I felt like I was in a high school with a bunch of mean girls, and any chance that
The meanest of the mean,
meanest of the means, and any time that they could get a chance to just talk shit to you, they would, and they would fucking belittle you. and it was
Was it
horrible.
brutal? Like, what kind of shit would they say? Or
Well, most of the time they're just like clown, just just a clown, or like if they really want to be mean, like they'll throw people's crimes in their face and just talk dirty to them. Like there was this one time I was walking, I was with this girl at this in the prison, and she wanted to conversate, but I didn't want to conversate because one, our bell had rang to go back into our cells,
oh,
and I I just didn't want to talk to her. So she stops me halfway through going into my building, and she grabs my glasses, breaks them in half, throws them on the ground, then stomps on them. And then
damn.
she's like, "Well, let's see how you're gonna see the rest of the day." And then she walks into her building, and I'm just like, "What the fuck?"
Fuck you. You know.
Yeah.
Do the guards or anybody do they like help fix that or what is that like?
So I didn't tell any of the guards. I just grabbed my stuff and I walked in, but all the people that were outside saw it.
Oh,
And so
okay.
they went and told the guards. And then the guards pulled me aside and they're like, "Well, you can either press charges or you could just let it go." I'm like, "Well, I'm just going to let it go."
Yeah, you don't want the
Yeah.
snitch
I don't
label
want
in
no
there.
beef here.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
fuck that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But just simply because like you
Yeah.
were a little dismissive and like
Yeah.
you know what,
Just because I don't
I'm
want to
trying
talk.
not to get in trouble here. Fuck
Yeah.
you. You know, that's nuts.
Nuts.
Dang, but when would it hit you with like the hardest?
Um,
Like wanting to go home and stuff.
just when the family out here was living and like they were either like
Doing like big things
yeah,
or
like
just like
holidays or like when I found out my sister was pregnant, I was in there and I was like, "Oh, well, that's when I wanted to be out more." And it was just, and it sucked too because my house was legit like down the street from the prison.
oh shut the
So,
fuck up.
yeah,
So you could see them walking by or
yeah. So I
something.
was just wanted to go home because I knew it was right there, but it just yeah, it made it harder.
Dang. So you guys live right down the road?
Well, kind of like the freeway, like 3 exits
Oh,
freeway,
okay.
but still, it's just right
Technically,
there.
like
Yeah.
around the way. Fuck, dude. All right. What was your favorite thing about being locked up?
All the fun that I could have in there.
As far as like,
Like I had so much sex in there. It was
huh?
crazy. We I would sneak into people's rooms. We would when I worked in the cafeteria, we would have sex in the freezer.
You did mention that
I
on the
did.
beans and rice, you know?
And when I worked at the store, we would have sex up in the warehouse like what are those called?
Like there was storage.
Yeah, the storage parts. We would do it there too. Yeah, it was just fuck city USA.
What the hell was it like? Straight women too, or
Oh yeah.
they were
Straight
just like, hey, I'm
everybody.
just trying to get off.
Yeah.
Like, come
And I was
fuck
like, all
me.
right, cool.
That's
Handle that
crazy,
scandal.
dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
I mean, it was cool at the moment in there, but I probably would never do that again.
no,
No.
because have you heard about that spiritual transfers like with your sex partners and stuff?
No, I haven't, but I've
It's like
figured it's
it's
the
like
same thing as a camera, right? Like how the camera takes a picture, it takes a part
oh
of your
yeah,
soul.
like the soul thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they retain like you retain something from them, and then they retain something from you. But then like in there, like wouldn't it be like, oh, we all did some fucked up shit, so like
So I get
your
everybody's.
mental, yeah, everybody's all like,
Ooh, now that makes sense. Because after I would feel kind of like a little sluggish.
really?
Yeah.
That only happened to me once, and it was like super dark, and I was like, oh man,
Ooh.
I don't know why I did that, and that kind of put me off from like doing it with anybody else. I'm like, oh hell no.
You did it with one specific
Yeah, there's
person?
one specific person, and like shit got dark.
Oh, no.
Like right after, and then like for a while, I was like, dude, what the fuck? Why am I depressed? You know?
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
just
they
weird.
really try to take you.
Yeah, they tried to take my soul that time. I'm like, oh hell no.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
fuck that. But that's cool. Just fuck city.
Yeah, fuck City USA.
And then you guys couldn't get pregnant, right? So like, it's a green light.
Yeah, it is a green light. No, we could not get pregnant. But it was also kind of hard just because, like, the guards would randomly walk through the areas and just, like,
Well, that too. Like, don't they have like cameras, or did you guys know that? Hey, we're gonna stack up these boxes right here, make a wall, build
No,
that wall.
so-
You know?
the building. Okay, so, like, the main center here is where the guards are at. And then around there is, like, 4 different units. And in those 4 different units, obviously, there's more cameras. But all the doors are facing that middle part where all the guards are at. So the guards
Oh.
could see into the door, but not all the way into the room.
Okay.
So our goal was to get past
As
through
far,
the door
yeah.
and into the room as far from where the people could see us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then if you lived in the corner, obviously it was easier because they can't see you in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's nuts. Like the more you learn, you know. All right, let's see. What was the first thing that you wanted, like that you did when you got out?
Um, well, I got to see my family when I first got out. They picked me up.
But there's like, no, hey, I want to do this. Like,
Oh, I was scared. I
oh,
was
really?
scared to do anything. Like that same day that I went home, they ended up taking me to Walmart so I can buy like shampoo, clothing, and all that stuff. And I was like, I can't go. I can't go to Walmart. I can't do anything like that.
But why? Like, what was going through your mind? Like,
I was in a sense claustrophobic, not claustrophobic, but like shy of all that crowd. And so when I went into the Walmart, like all the, how people keep going in and out, it just kind of
like was it like the freedom of
kind of,
like oh like I don't know how to explain that, but like you're coming from like locked up, you don't get to really pick and choose what you do. Like,
yeah.
hey, this is
So
what I'm
like
gonna do for the day.
yeah, like I have a system every second.
Yeah,
So yeah, it was just scary going into the store in and out, and then when I would be at home, I would always have to ask for like permissions for cereal and stuff. And mom was like, "No, you can eat. Like
and you
it's
just
there for
grab
you to
whatever you
eat."
want. Yeah.
And then it would be like that for like a couple months.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
"Hey, can I get some water?" And my mom's like, "Yeah, grab some water. You don't need to ask."
Yeah, dude. You can leave your room. You know.
Yeah. And it was hard for a while because I was obviously also trained when to wake up, when to go to bed, when to eat, and all that. So it was.
Like how take us through that. Like how like what was your wake up time? Like oh, what was your feeding time? You know, like
So when I worked in the kitchen, my wake up time was like at 3. No, was it 3? It was either 3:30 or 4:30. We'd wake up so
in
we
the
could,
morning.
yeah, so we could go start cooking and get everything ready. And then we'd send out the food like around 6. So they would eat from 6 till 6:30. They send back the trays, and then we would have to be out of our rooms by 8. The bed has to be made, everything. We don't have to be out in classes, but we just have to be out of our
Out of
rooms.
the yeah.
And then we'd get locked down again like around 10:30. We'd be locked down from 10:30 till like noon. And then from noon till 3, we can go out, do classes if we had classes, go to the gym, or just be out and about in the area. Then at 3 we'd have lunch or dinner. Um and then from 4 to 5 we'd be locked down again. And then from 5:30 till, if it's summertime, 8, we could be outside, go to church, go to classes, whatever. And then at 8:30 till 9, we get locked down again. And if you had a special clearance, you can go out of your room from 9 till 10.
Oh, okay.
And then you're locked down again from the rest of the day.
Damn. So then, like, do you get like any special stuff, like being like a cook or whatever, or working in the kitchen, or is it like a rotation? Like, okay, this month these people are gonna go through and do cook, and then
No, it's just like a job. Like, so if you wanted to work in the kitchen, you had to
apply and stuff.
apply
Oh,
or
okay.
go into the kitchen volunteer wise. And once the cops see you volunteering more and more often, they'll be like, "Hey, do you want to work here?" But all the other jobs around the area, you would have to apply for them.
Oh,
Like
okay.
in the building, there's jobs in the building where you are like a supervisor, I guess, of the people in your little unit. And then they have like little unit jobs, the ones who clean, the ones who make special activities, the ones who make like little birthday cards for everybody, stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay. Dang, that's so it's like its own little like community and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, and then I don't know how would that work, like, because you guys got paid, right?
Yeah, we all got paid. It was like 60. Well, in the kitchen, I made 60 cents an hour. So for a whole month, I'd make $200.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's wild, dude.
Yeah.
I can't fathom like having to do that. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty fun though.
All right, is it anything like Orange is the New Black?
I've never seen Orange is the New Black.
Me either, but I wanted to see like if it was.
No, from what I heard, Orange is the New Black is like very aggressive.
As far as what?
Like fighting. Well, I mean, there was fights in the prison too, but not as bad.
Like was there's like like how serious did it get? Like what was the most serious fight or whatever?
Um, the one serious fight I remember was we were all in the outside patio thing. All the women, all of us were in there, and I think one woman from one building had beef with one of the girls that I was hanging out with, and they just randomly saw each other at the yard, and the girl I was, or the homie that I was walking with, saw the girl behind her. She's like, I'm gonna check her on the way around because she thought the girl was just sitting there.
Oh,
And so they went around the whole circle again, and she caught her, and she ran up to her, tackled her down into the grass, and got on top of her, started hitting her. And she was on there for at least like 2 minutes, good, hitting her. And
damn.
then the cops, I think, finally noticed, and then they told everyone to get on the ground. And so they separated them.
Well, how big is the yard then? Like,
It's big enough to where you could do 4 laps into a mile.
oh, okay, kind of like a track
Yeah.
essentially from like high school.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay, that's pretty big actually. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was gonna be like that big.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
From what I've seen in the movies, it's like I don't know, maybe half that, if maybe,
Something like that.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy. That's actually pretty big.
Yeah. But most of the fights that we ever got in trouble or locked down for was from the guys.
What do you mean on like the other side of the fence
Yeah.
or what?
So like the guys' prison, it's not kind of like by the fence, but it's a little down way. So whenever they would get into fights, like
guys would
serious
suffer
fights,
the
we would get
consequences
locked
too?
down for it.
Damn, what the hell?
There was this one time, two gang rivals got in a fight, and one of them actually killed the guy, and we were locked down for 2 weeks because of it.
What the hell? I
Yeah.
would be so pissed, dude.
I mean, it was okay because I was already locked down for being in trouble, so I
Oh,
couldn't leave my room.
oh, okay.
So within those 2 weeks, I was like, oh,
So everybody's like
Yeah.
your buddy.
yeah,
Like, oh look, we're all locked down,
we're all
bitches.
locked down, suckers.
That's funny. Damn, dude. All right. And then how long were you locked down for?
Like
Like total? Like
total, I did 8 years.
8 years? Damn. That's a long time.
It is
From like when to when? Like what
Um,
ages?
from 18 to 25.
Oh, okay. So I mean,
Well, I
don't know,
got out
can't do that.
before my 25th birthday, like right before my 25th birthday.
Was that like a relief or like I mean obviously it was, but
Yeah.
like before your like right before your birthday?
Yeah, like a month before.
Dang, okay.
So I was shocked. I didn't think I was gonna get out right away. I thought I was gonna do like one more year, but when they sent me my release date in the mail, I was like, oh, let's go.
That's crazy. Dude, because then now like when I met you I didn't think any of that. Like
Nobody thinks that.
yeah. But also you never really say much, so like
It's
I also get
skills.
that. You know what I mean?
Skills.
Yeah. Now I know I can tell you some and no one will ever find out
And
for
no
years.
one.
Dang, dude. Okay. Were you ever in solitary?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
How long? And for what? If you wanna
Well, when
Allegedly, you know?
allegedly, no. Well, when I first got into the jail, they put me in solitary for a month because supposedly my crime was high risk, like I was considered dangerous. So they kept me there for a month, and then once I didn't show any dangerous signs, then they put me into general prop.
Mm.
And then when I went into the prison, the only time I was in solitary is when I got myself in trouble.
Oh, okay.
So like, for one was getting tattoos. I got punished for,
Oh, I did know
tattoo.
about that, yeah.
Yeah. So I was locked down for like a week and a half. And then after that was for stealing tortillas. I
Dude,
stole
that's so
tortillas.
funny.
I was hungry.
Oh,
The
I mean,
food
I bet,
sucked.
Yeah.
So I stole tortillas, and
How did you get caught on that one?
I mean, it was obvious that you could see that I had a fucking bulge coming out of
Oh, you had flaps over
it.
here.
had flaps. And then when I walked into my building, I'm pretty sure the kitchen cops called my building cops and told them that, hey,
Check her for
yeah, pat her
tortillas,
down
dude.
because she got something there.
That's so funny.
And so when they pulled me into the bathroom and strip searched me, I was like, you don't have to strip search me. Like, here it is. They're like, all right, well, you know what's going to happen. And so I got locked down for another week and a half for that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not worth it because you didn't even get to eat them, right?
No.
Yeah, fuck that. Dang, that sucks. Let's see. Oh, I think that's all of the
Oh, that's all
the
the
prison
questions?
questions.
Oh.
No. Let me go back to these ones. We're gonna go back to the gay questions.
Perfect. Allegedly.
Allegedly, because it
Allegedly.
still has yet to be seen. What was like the I'm gay moment for you
My gay moment was when I was 3.
when you were
I
three?
was 3.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Because I can't remember what I did this morning, bro.
I
Like,
can't either actually, but I can remember that.
what was it or like?
I was 3 and my parents were watching some Spanish movie. And obviously, you know how the Spanish ladies look like fucking fine ass females with like their fucking boobs all the
Like,
way up here.
no wonder Latinos are perverts, you know?
Yeah. So it was one of those videos and I was just like stuck watching just this like the obviously the movie was going on and everything, but I was just stuck watching this female and I was like, damn, she is fine.
Huh.
And then from then on I was like, okay. I noticed that I kept looking more and more at the women and then in kindergarten it kind of clicked more that I was gay.
Like how so? Like you're just like, oh,
Yeah,
I
like
like the girls way like.
yeah, because I kept like crushing on certain girls. I was like, oh, this girl's cute, oh, that girl's cute, and then like obviously all the guys would be there and everything, and then when I would hang out with the girls, they talk about how oh this
The
boy's
boys are
cute, that
cute.
boy's cute, and I'm just like yeah he's alright, but
Yeah,
you're cute.
that's funny. Cause dude, like, yeah, I remember like kindergarten. I did have like a girlfriend type thing,
Oh
but it wasn't like, and I knew I liked her, but it's like I didn't think anything like, oh, like
yeah,
like oh, I'm straight,
it's just
machismo.
yeah.
You look like Dora the Explorer, bro. But yeah, like
The like the little bob and everything.
I think so. Like short black hair, and back then my mom would dress us like super Miami Vice. Like we have dress
Oh,
shoes, like dress pants.
oh,
It was like a shirt that looked like a mantel type thing, but it was like dark colors and then like a cardigan and stuff and
oh, muy
the Spanish comb over,
fancy.
you know.
Okay.
But
Um,
I kind of remember that, but like not like
Nothing else.
nothing else, like what like the games we would play or whatever. I don't remember like much of that.
No,
Yeah, so
like no Red Rover.
I mean I remember that, but I don't know if it was like after like kindergarten or
Oh,
third grade
okay.
more like that, but it's just stuff like that. But that's crazy.
Mhm. That's my
Let's see.
life.
All right, so are you a boobs or booty?
Both.
Both.
I am
Good
both.
answer. Cause yeah, I think I am too.
Yeah,
Like a nice butt's cool, but like boobs, bro.
bro.
When you first see boobs, you're like, damn.
Yeah, you just start drooling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just want to like
squeeze them.
squeeze them,
Motorboat.
motorboat,
Everything.
like lick the nipples and stuff, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did when I first saw boobs.
I think I almost passed out
Why?
because they were mine. I was like, oh my gosh,
You're like, what the fuck?
what is this?
No, no. That's so funny. Oh man. Um. Let's see. What was your first lesbian experience?
Um, it wasn't like super.
When did you kiss a girl and like it? Is what I'm trying to say.
When I first kissed a girl was in high school. And it was Magnolia, and she actually kissed me. Because if it was up to me, I probably wouldn't have done anything.
No.
No,
Hmm.
but yeah, she kissed me at the bus stop, and then from then on, it was just make out city all day.
Dang.
Yeah.
So can you be gay and virgin or?
I feel like I was for a while.
I mean, yeah, obviously from like if you're finding out you're lesbian or whatever, you like girls in kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
Or even at 3
Yeah.
to 18 and having your first kiss at then. That's a big gap,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But then I didn't really have sex until I was like a senior.
I mean, that's still 18, Alice.
No,
Like,
well, because I met Magnolia, I think, when I was like 16, 17.
oh,
So I was
okay,
like
okay.
in junior, I think. I think in the show I said I was in like sophomore, but no, I think it was junior. And so then after her, the next girlfriend is when,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Dang. It's a big gap.
Yeah.
And then when like how did you come out to your family or
Oh,
your
that was
friends?
so horrible.
Was it?
It was so
I
bad.
mean, I can't imagine.
So obviously we grew up Catholic, and gays is against the whole law and everything.
Yeah.
So I was with Magnolia, and it finally in my head, I don't know why it clicked in my head that that night was going to be the night I told my mom. But I didn't even tell her. I texted it to her because I knew she was gone from the house, and I timed it perfectly to where I texted her, she would read
She had
it,
all been.
and then by the time she would get home, I would be asleep. And then, so I texted her, "Hey mom, I need to tell you something. I'm gay. This is what's going on. Magnolia is not just a friend. Like, this is my girlfriend and everything." And so then I sent it to her, and I'm like, "Okay, it's 8:30. I need to be in bed now. So when she gets home,
I'm passed
I'm
out.
passed out, and she can't wake me up. She can't say nothing." But that didn't stop her. As soon as she got home, she bust open that door and starts cussing me in Spanish. Aquí no se, Aquí no se hace eso. Who do you think you are? This is a God's house. We don't talk like that. You're just going through a phase. Blah blah blah. And so then she left, and that was it, right, for that night. And I'm thinking, okay, that's it. That's all she's gonna say. Everything's fine. No, but it took her. It took her a long time. It wasn't until I actually was out of prison that she was okay with me being gay.
Okay. Dang.
But like every day before I got locked up, she was like, "You're just going through a phase, or do we need to send you to the nuns up in Ogden so you can be reformed and all this?" I was like, "No, like this is who I
Yeah,
really
like,
am."
hey, dude, I'm gay. Like,
Yeah,
what do you want me to do? You know?
and it's not like I wasn't wanting, or like when I was younger, like 12, 13 or whatever, I knew I was already gay, but I knew it was, or I felt like it was wrong just because we grew up Catholic. So like every day after school, I would go and help at the church and like confess and like tell them, how I was feeling, and that
Would they tell
maybe,
you it's a face too?
yeah, they're like, it's a
Already?
phase, you're fine, you're okay, God loves you.
Yeah.
And then the nuns at the church were like, do you want to be a nun? And I was like, and for like a long time, I really did think I was going to be a nun because the way I
Because you
was,
were gay.
yeah, because I was gay
Just-
and I didn't know how else to live life,
yeah.
right? Because I didn't want to be a sinner.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and then finally Magnolia came along, and I was like, no, I can't be a nun. I like this too much. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way I could be a nun. And so, yeah, that's what happened.
That's funny. That's crazy, dude. Because I mean, not I don't have a similar story, but like kind of like with sex and stuff. I'm like, I thought about being a padre too for the longest, and even up until I got married, I was like, man, is this
I could see
really?
you as a padre.
I could, but then I was like, man, that's too hard. And then if you fuck up and do something stupid, like
Oh, yeah.
it's you're that straight. That's just a one way ticket, you know. So I was
Yeah.
like, ah, fuck it. I'll just get married and try my hand. At,
I'll just be married.
yeah, I'll
It's
just be
alright.
married and try my hand at this. You know, we'll see how this goes.
If I can't be married, then I'll just be a priest.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's funny.
Yeah, but did you lose any friends over that or?
Being gay?
Yeah.
No, actually, I feel like more people liked me.
Oh really?
Yeah. At
Like,
least guy wise. Like, I had a lot more guy friends than
did they
anything.
try to use you for
Yes.
friends?
Yes, they did. In high school, they did. They like, oh, who do you can talk to? Like, can you talk to this person? Can you talk to that person? Like, if they were having parties or get together, like, hey, can you invite so and so? And I was like, oh yeah, whatever.
That's funny. What did it? Was it like both ways? Like girls would ask you to talk to guys and
No,
no?
no, I didn't have a lot of girlfriends.
Oh okay.
No,
Hmm. Dang.
they hated me.
Why?
I don't know.
Probably because you were gay.
Probably.
I'm just kidding.
They probably thought I was gonna sleep with them or something.
Oh, that's funny. You're like, oh no, you're gonna turn me.
Yeah, I think they got scared.
That's funny.
The gay phobe.
Dang.
Allegedly,
Yeah,
Alleged.
true. Alleged.
Alleged.
I guess the last question is kind of like a big one.
Okay.
Is there a lot of like mental health in the gay community?
Yes, there is.
Like, what kind is it like?
Well, for
Why
sure.
see? I know there's like depression and
Yeah,
stuff.
there's depression. Just cause, not like a lot of people that I know, but I know there's a lot of people that have the problem with being accepted in their families. Also with their communities around them, they also have problems with that. There's also, I mean, I know one of my cousins, she's not fully out, but I know she is, and I'm just waiting for her to admit it.
Yeah,
But
she's
she's not out fully, and then I know she doesn't come around the family a lot because she doesn't want to get questioned.
oh
And
about like oh tienes novio tienes
yeah,
you know
like
whatever.
where's your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Where's all this?
When
Where's
you're
all
gonna
that?
have kids?
Yeah.
And this shit. Yeah.
And she just like when she's with her people and all that, like you can see the smiles and all the happiness or whatever. But like when we randomly have family get together, she's just like it's killing her just being in that room with everybody.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
But like, do you think it would like for her? Do you think it would help her? Like if she came out and stuff, or do you think it would hinder or make her even worse? Like not come around and like.
I mean, I feel like she should just come out because cousin wise, like all the cousins, we're all cool. We don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah, but like I'm, the older.
Yeah, the older ones, it's hard because I still get it too, like from my aunts and mostly my aunts. My aunts just don't talk to me.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, I mean that's probably what it is too, but they don't talk to me. When I see them at church, I'd be like, "Oh, hi tia, ¿cómo estás?" And they're just
Oh, really?
bien, and then they walk away.
Like you just shun,
Yeah.
reshun, unshun.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
like I'll go and shake hands with them and like
What the hell?
yeah,
They
like
think
they turn
it'll
the
rub
other
off.
cheek. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Or like I have one of my other aunts, she has a little baby. She's like 6, okay, she's not a little baby, but she's a little 6-year-old, and anytime that she comes over to the house, my aunt makes sure that the kid's like right by her. Like
Oh,
she
what
won't let her wander or let her come hang out with me or anything. Like she makes sure she's right there.
That's so weird,
Yeah.
dude. That's a little much, But I mean, I don't have like I've never really been around like that.
Yeah.
I guess like not to say that my family's like the most accepting, but they'll. I think even my mom, like she's like super Catholic and stuff, but she understands, like yo, you can't really hide like
Yeah.
who you are, your emotions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like she'll just be like, oh no, that's not right or whatever, but also like, you who are we to tell people what to do and stuff,
Right.
So like,
Yeah. And it's not just like that for me, but like my sister too, because she is considered a bad influence.
Karina?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because she smokes weed
Oh,
and does. I think me and my sister are considered bad influences just because.
bad boys, bad boys.
What you gonna do? Because they think that my mom didn't discipline us to where, because we could do whatever, in a sense we could do whatever we want, right? And we know our consequences at the end, but like they think that our mom doesn't care to discipline us, and that's why we are who we are.
Yeah, because I mean, did your mom ever beat you guys?
Oh fuck yeah,
Yeah,
every day
Yeah, I
with a
figured.
fucking chancla, and
That's
if not,
funny.
a fucking cord.
Whatever she
Whatever
could
she
find.
could find at that day, yeah.
But then didn't she like send Karina to like a Catholic school?
Yes, because of me.
Yeah. So, but why? Because of you? Because you're the bad influence.
Because in high school, or before junior high
Little
into
did
high
she know
school,
Karina was the bad influence
she
on
was.
you.
No, but so in junior high, my last year, I got suspended for taking drugs to school. And that year, my mom was like, I don't want your sister going through the same thing in public middle school, so I'm going to send her to a Catholic school to make sure that she does good. And so they sent her to the Catholic school to do good or whatever, and she does good for like the year. And then my senior year, my mom's like, we're sending you to the Catholic school so you could do good. I'm like, it's my senior year. What? It's
What am I
already
gonna
too
do
late.
Yeah. What are you gonna
Like,
stop now?
Right? Like, I already fucked up whatever I needed to fuck up. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they sent her and they kept her there. But actually, Kina, I think, liked it after a while. She fought it for like a year and a half, but after she got into like,
she noticed that it was like they got that money. They got that
Yeah.
money.
and
Their
then, like, she got
auditorium
all
and fields
the,
are nice.
all the, what did she do? She started doing drill in there, like the dance
The dance.
competitions,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and she liked that, and so she just sucked it up.
Well, what was the school?
Juan Diego,
Oh, yeah. They do have money.
they do
You know
have
what I mean?
money.
So at least it's
Love.
not Judge downtown. Judge is still ghetto.
My cousins went there.
Yeah, but all I hear is like it's all ghetto in there.
Is it?
Yeah,
I've never been into that school.
me either. I didn't know it was a thing. I was like, what judge? Who's the
There's
judge?
only one judge.
Yeah, and that's God, you pieces of shit.
So pull it together.
That's so funny. But dang, dude.
Yeah.
That was everything.
No, that's all your
Oh.
questions.
Yeah, dude, and I had like 3 pages. Look at this, folks. 3
Look
pages.
at this. Somebody come look at this.
Dude,
Dang.
yeah, but no, dude. Thank you for being the second guest. It was
Thanks for
fucking
having
eye opening. Allegedly, you're still
Allegedly,
gay.
it's still gay. There's no
You know?
actions. out there saying I am or not.
Even though you confessed a bunch of stuff, you know?
Right? But still,
Allegedly.
allegedly. No
Um,
one's seen me kiss a girl. No one's seen me.
did you want to plug anything or say hi to anybody?
Well, obviously, you guys know that my Instagram is still gone.
Oh yeah,
It's still gone.
that's when everything started to happen. You know, you came
Yeah.
out as gay.
Came out gay, came out troublemaker.
All these rumors.
Right?
What the heck?
Going back to Russia and everything. It's false, guys. It's all false.
Dang. But
But I only have Snapchat, and it's ice_agent89. If you guys want to get some snaps, alleged snaps. And shout out to Magnolia and the kids, and shout out to Beans and Rice, and yeah,
dope. Well, thank you guys for hanging out here
yeah.
at the HOA.
HOA,
You know,
guys.
I don't know if you guys have picked up on what that actually means, but hopefully you guys do. And if not, I was gonna say una vez más, but this is not that,
That's not that show.
and that is not this. But shout out to the Beans and Rice. Follow us
Beans
at
and
Beans and Rice Pod, and also I think this page will be. I can't remember if it's gonna be under the Beans and Rice. I'm sure it is. Just check out the Beans and Rice program, the TV show, the network.
Yes.
We are a Beans and Rice company.
Yes.
So shout out to Horse and Beefy
Beef, say,
and-
say.
and the new intern Camzy.
Cam. And then
And
there's another new intern.
There might wait. There
Oh,
might be. They
okay.
haven't done anything yet. You know, all they did was bring us coffee. But shout out to you, Pris.
Allegedly.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if you're an alleged intern. But no, thank you, Alice, for
Thank
coming
you.
and being the second,
Yes.
my very second person. Yeah,
I love being the second person. I get
That's
all the
what-
fun.
that's what she said.
Hey.
But thanks you guys for showing up and listening.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao, ciao, adios.